Hey guys, and welcome back to Mika Reacts and Reviews, where we react and review to things on the internet, same day, same show, different video. And today we are returning to Louis C.K. Reacting to a video titled Louis C.K. Defends Masturbation, and this was released 9 years ago and it has 1.6 million views and 35,000 likes. I think it's funny because we all know what happened in the future, so we'll see what he has to say about masturbation. And if you like these type of videos, please like, comment, and subscribe. Hit that bell to get the notifications when I do upload. All of that really does help with the algorithm, guys. And if you'd like to support the channel even further, you can donate. My PayPal link is in the description box below and also in the comment section. It helps, but you don't have to. You just like, comment, and subscribe, and sit back, relax, and enjoy the video. All right, here we go.
Ellen, welcome to the program.
Thank you for having me. It's a pleasure to be here.
Well, pleasure. I believe that is the issue here. Is that what your group is against?
Of course not. We believe God put us on the earth to enjoy life and enjoy the world He created for us.
But why form a group against something like this?
Thank you for asking me that. I wouldn't be doing this if I didn't think it was very important.
But there are some people who would say, come on, it's just masturbation.
I don't think of it as just masturbation. Frankly, I think of it as a tragedy.
A tragedy? You mean like a tsunami or Rwanda?
Yes, I think it's that serious. Because those events, while certainly tragic, affected only one region of people in the world or another. Well, masturbation is a crime against God and against the person who does it to themselves. Young people all over the world are depriving themselves of the greatest gift that the Lord bestowed upon them at their birth. Their purity and grace in His eyes.
Okay, I can't take this lady seriously. She seems like an actor from SNL. Like, this feels like a sketch. Is she real? Is someone really talking like this? Masturbation is just as a tragedy as a tsunami or what happened in Rwanda. What? Like, I can't believe religious people feel this way about masturbation, because my mom is really religious and she didn't feel like it was a tragedy, like, again, a tsunami, but she definitely felt like you were defying the temple that God gave you, which is your body, and that not only was fornication wrong, which is sex before marriage, but even fantasizing about sex, thinking about sex, and masturbating to sex is also like basically on the same, it's on par with fornication. The whole thing, like, if you love your brother and you wouldn't harm your brother by fantasizing about them, you know what I mean?
Well, that's very compelling. Let's bring in our next guest, comedian Louis C.K., whom some might describe as an aficionado of masturbation, a man who is well known for being a prolific masturbator, who even brags about it. Is that fair to say, Louis?
Yeah, that's fair.
In fact, you're the only person we could find who would come here to defend masturbation.
Well, I like it. It's easy and it's fun and nobody gets hurt.
Well, isn't that the point here, Ellen? With all due respect, why do you care what a man does in the privacy of his own house?
God cares. The Bible teaches us that lust in your heart is a sin when acted upon outside the context of marriage.
Well, I'm not married, so anything I do is outside of that context.
I'm not against having sex. I believe that the Lord put desire in your heart as a beacon for love. Well, it's the way that we can find someone and marry them and enjoy each other under His loving gaze.
When you mean that God watches married people have sex?
Well, God watches over everything.
So we're like porn for God. He watches us, and then He probably masturbates.
Okay, that is way out of line, Mr. C.K. This young lady.
That's all right. I know you're a comedian, so this is probably so funny to you.
Yeah, it's pretty funny.
That's what's so sad, that you don't know the darkness that you live in.
Oh, no, I know the darkness.
You don't have to live this way. There is a life of joy and passion waiting for you if you just stop hurting yourself.
How can you tell people not to masturbate? I mean, nobody cannot do it. Since there's been people, all of them, every single person ever has masturbated. Napoleon masturbated. Gandhi, Joan Jett, Shakespeare.
Shakespeare, definitely.
It's like telling people not to breathe. It's not fair.
I pity you that you think that you can't not do it. Have you ever tried?
Tried not to masturbate?
Yes.
Well, sometimes I won't do it for like a week, but that's just so that when I do it again, it'll be way better.
But what if you really stopped? What if you saved that urge inside of you and thought of it as something sacred? Until you meet the right person and you love them, and then You get married to them, and then you can give that to them as a gift that you've cherished and you saved.
That's beautiful.
I mean, even married people masturbate. Okay, so I'm not sure, but I did read the comments and I found one comment that said that this was staged. I believe it could be staged because this woman is acting way too much like a Christian stereotype for me to believe that she's real, and Louis C.K. is being way too serious about masturbating to believe he's also being actually serious about this. It feels like a skit to me, an acting skit. Nevertheless, whether it's a skit or real, it's funny because even though she's acting like a stereotype and you would rarely see someone who acts and behaves and talk in her manner or the way she is, but there are a lot of Christian religious people, evangelistic people who actually do believe what she's saying, so it's not coming out of thin air. Again, some of the stuff she's saying, like, I heard growing up in a religious household, my adopted mom, and I remember, you know, being a teenager and feeling so guilty for masturbating, thinking that I was like going to hell and that I was a big sinner. Like if someone got sick in the house, like if it was a cold going around or a lot of bad things going around, my mom would say stuff like, well, some of you teenagers must be masturbating, because like she would say that you're inviting the devil into the home by masturbating. Like it was pretty extreme, but she would never say it in the way that this woman is saying it. Anyway, let's continue.
Have you ever been married?
No.
I was married for 9 years, and believe me, God was not smiling.
And now you're alone. And you masturbate, and you're alone. You asked me, Louis, have you ever been married? Now I ask you, have you ever been happy? Are you happy now?
This is taking a dark turn. This is definitely a skit.
So, Ellen, how does your group get the word out? Are there rallies? Where's the picket line for this?
Oh, no. We have meetings. It's like a town hall. We bring people together and inspire them to walk a path of purity.
Okay, now I'm truly convinced that this is a sketch with the fucking dark music. But it does hit on something else, though. Like, I believe masturbating is completely fine and completely normal. But guys, you do hear that talk of like masturbating and then automatically or immediately feeling shameful after the masturbation. Now, it could be because of just upbringing like I had, or it could be because you're doing it because you're lonely, or you're trying to fill a void, or you're trying to numb a feeling or run away from a feeling, or it's just a reminder that you are alone or something like that. It can be porn addiction, and you can overly masturbate, I guess. So I do think there is some negative stuff that can be coming from masturbating, or a negative reason or a toxic reason why you're overly masturbating. But masturbating in a healthy sense, yeah, there's nothing wrong with that. But let's continue.
You're welcome to come. I'd be happy if you did.
Sounds like a lot of bullshit.
Okay, we're ready to wrap it up
You
here.
know what really pisses me off about people like you? You think you could tell other people like you got the keys to how to be happy. You know, you don't know me, okay? And you don't know God. God probably hates people like you that try to tell other people what to do.
Wow. Masturbating's really important to you.
Yeah, it is. It keeps me sane. I'm a good citizen, I'm a good father, I recycle, and I masturbate. And I'm proud of it. And God's happy. And later I'm going to masturbate and I'm going to think about you. And there's nothing you can do about it.
Oh my god. Ew, I would hate if someone said that to me. I want to make a t-shirt about that. I recycle and I masturbate and in God's happy. I have to, I'm gonna make a t-shirt that says that. Let me know if you want to see that. Okay, it was a skit. Definitely had me fooled in the beginning a little bit, but it was still well done. And again, it's not like she's pulling these things out of thin air. I've heard religious people say the things she said. This whole like, oh, you're not happy thing, you know, like, my sister used to think anybody who had a sip of alcohol just must be so miserable and sad and poor you. Like this condescending bullshit where people in church are just as unhappy as anybody else walking the face of the earth. Yes, faith can give you you something to hold on to. Faith can uplift you out of depression or misery. Faith can give you hope. But faith and religion and being over religious are two separate things. And a lot of times the harsh judgment you put on to other people is just a projection of the harsh judgment you put on yourself, which doesn't seem like a happy life. But anyway, that is a video. That is a sketch. Tell me if you were as fooled as I was in the beginning. Did you think it was a real actual interview, or did you know from the beginning it was a sketch and it's a little bit slow? But have you grew up in a household like this where even the idea of masturbating was like a sin and wrong? And if it did, like, how did that affect you as you got older in your relationship with sex or masturbating or pleasuring yourself? Or do you think it's wrong, you shouldn't do it, you shouldn't touch it, it dumbs down people and zaps your energy or makes you perverted or makes you even less likely to be good in bed or something like that? Let me know in the comment section below. Like, comment, and subscribe. Hit that button to get the notifications when I do upload. All of that really does help with the algorithm, guys. And if you'd like to support the channel even further, you can donate. My PayPal link is in the description box below and also in the comment section. It helps, but you don't have to. You can just like, comment, and subscribe. I also have a second travel vlog channel. I travel as a lifestyle, and so if you like to see where I am in the world, you can go in the description box below and in the comment section, hit the link, go subscribe to my travel vlog channel, and or follow me on Instagram. My stories is usually what's most up to date, and you guys have an amazing day. Bye.